Hey y'all, it's Tirza, walking and talking, something I haven't done in a really long time. I might look a little nutty, but it's cold. Not nearly as cold as yesterday, but I have two coats on and a hoodie, because this coat is like super big. So my son has a coat that doesn't fit him quite yet, it's still too big, so I have that on. It's that black one, I don't know if you can see it. And then my regular little checkered one, and then a hoodie. I'm cold. No time to be cute. Gotta stay warm. I already have a little chest cold. So anyway, let's get into the numbers. My name is Tirza. I'm from Philadelphia. I am 38 years old. 7 years ago, I weighed 330 pounds, and I had a vertical sleeve gastrectomy January 17th, 2012 at Pennsylvania Hospital with Dr. Ornsing. And on that date, I weighed 294 pounds. And by November 2012, I was down to 165. And that brings us back to now and the last 7 years of constant yo-yoing. Last week, when I came to you guys, I weighed 185.4. And this week, I weigh 183.6. So that is a 1.8 pound loss for the week. Not too bad. I expect the losses to start coming down. Basically 2 pounds is still pretty darn good. Not complaining. If I can keep up an average of about 2 pounds per week, I don't know, but if I can, I will definitely make the goal of 165 by my 39th birthday. I'm basing that off of 10 weeks since I get weighed on Tuesdays, and I think it's the 2nd, April 2nd. It's the Tuesday, but my birthday's the 7th, so I still have like 5 more days, a little wiggle room, but 10 weeks, that's what I'm going by. So if I can lose about 2 pounds per week in 10 weeks, I've basically essentially will have made my goal. I have 18.6 more pounds to go, and we will revisit how I feel about that when I get there. But regardless, I think even if I say, oh, it looks like I still have some visceral fat that I need to lose, I still think when I get to that point, I want to sit there and see if it's possible for me to maintain weight loss. I don't even know where I am. I'm trying to walk to the dentist, and I'm not focusing. So that's my plan. Because when I think about it, I have an all or nothing type of personality. And I guess in a way it's part of the food addiction. So with the food addiction, I am at just free abandon, eat. I don't care what time it is. I don't care how I feel. If I'm full, if I'm hungry, it doesn't matter. Just always want to eat. Eat. And then when I go on diet or, change my lifestyle, sometimes I can be too extreme. This time I dieted more extremely because I'm not exercising at all. For example, I wish I wore my knee brace today because my knee is clicking away and it's super uncomfortable. I guess the cold weather is making it act up a little more, which is funny because like when I was doing PT and all that, they tell you to ice it, but yet cold weather makes it feel like crap, so it's bizarre. Anyway, that's besides the point. I don't know the biology or the science behind that at all, so it's just a random thought. I feel like the losing weight phase is like the transfer addiction. So seeing the number on the scale or the clothes change or my face change that's one thing I regret. I think I started making, so if I'm going back to the dentist now, I think I started making videos again 6 months ago. So I had basically already started back onto a low carb way of eating 2 to 3 weeks prior to when I came back to making videos. And I kind of regret that because every time I make videos, I'm not as big. Like when I first started making videos, I think I was like 170 something after I had lost most of the weight and had gained some of it back. And then this time it was up to 304.6, but I think it was like 270 or something when I started making the videos again. So I lost 39 pounds in the first month. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I believe that all has to do with water weight. When I was in the hospital with my son, I lost 40 pounds, over 40 pounds in 24 hours on a magnesium drip to keep me from having a seizure. So I know that I can, retain a lot of fluid. So I like seeing that number. And I think maybe maintenance has eluded me forever. Even as a child, fluctuating, my threshold was like 40 pounds. I would go between 160 and 200. I never stayed 160. I never even stayed 200. I was either losing or I was gaining. That's it. Never maintaining. And I don't know if it's when I get to that weight, there's nothing to transfer the addiction to. There's no more looking for a number on a scale or changes in my body or clothes or anything like that. So I don't know if it's like there's nothing to look forward to. I don't really understand, but I'm starting to think that that's the problem that I have with maintenance. And then all of a sudden you think you're like naturally thin and you can just start eating whatever the hell you want because you made goal, which is clearly not the case. So I think regardless of what my body looks like when I get to the 165, I want to play around with my macros and all that and see where my sweet spot is to maintain. And I want to sit there for at least a month and then revisit and say, do I want to lose some more weight or not? And I think what I need to do instead of this scale, although the scale will still sort of be involved, but instead of seeing numbers drop, I think my new target, my motivation has to be every week. I don't know if I'll make videos every week, maybe every 2 weeks, maybe once a month, but every week, did I maintain that number? Did it stay the same? I don't want to do a 10-pound threshold because I think for me, it's a slippery slope where I will get to the max of that threshold and say, well, I'm still within my 10 pounds. I think I have to do it more like the Weight Watchers way where I think they just have a 5-pound fluctuation, which is kind of crappy because I don't want to play head games because I know with water retention, I could probably gain that in one day. But I think that's where I want to go going forward. I'm excited because I'm sitting here talking about maintenance. Like, I didn't even make goal yet, but that's how confident I feel like I have this. I'm there. I've made goal. I'm making it. There's no, will I do it? Is it going to happen? Nope. It's going to happen. Can I maintain that shit? That's the real question. Anyway, till next week, guys. Bye.